Good morning. Good morning. Just waiting for you both to come on. Good morning. Good morning to Facebook and good morning to Instagram this morning. Hope we're all okay. Gosh, this 10 o'clock comes around really quick, doesn't it? It's crazy. Good morning, everybody. Hi guys. We made it through another week. So is that it? Is everyone done now for the Easter holidays? Is it going to go back to normal life? Good morning. Hi Emma, good morning. Hello Laura. Cheers everybody. I've got to say, I love that I'm starting to get tagged in people making their cups of tea ready for tuning in at 10 o'clock, which is brilliant. So I love that. Good morning. Hi guys. Hello everybody. Good morning. First live in a while, no worries, that's absolutely fine. It's just lovely to have you here today. Friday, lovely miserable Friday today. Morning, fantastic. Good morning. Got a brew by your side, fantastic. Anyone got a sleeping baby? Or are the kids occupied? I've got Maddie from Do You Know is babysitting in the lounge for me right now, so that's quite handy. See how long we last. Good morning. Or good evening in Australia, fantastic. Just made your tea, brilliant. Okay. We're going to get started because I'm very conscious I could rabble on for a long time with this one, so bear with me. Have a big gulp before I start. Okay, there's going to be two parts to the activity this morning. First of all, I am going to be sharing with you. I've out for breakfast in a minute, so look forward to it. Oh, fantastic. Very nice. Going out for breakfast. Lovely. Good morning, guys. Okay, I'm going to get started. I've got funny hair this morning. Right, so there's two parts to this morning. First of all, I am answering lots and lots of people's questions. All you lucky people going on holiday. Honestly, everyone I know is on holiday at the moment. My family, my friends, it's just not fair. Anyway, we will have our time one day. So lots of people have been asking about travelling with young children and what they can do. So I'm going to share some ideas and the kind of things that I would normally pack. And then after that, I am going to be setting you some homework. You need some homework for the weekend. Just a bit of fun. It's just an idea. I've done it before and it was really lovely to see what you guys did. So remind me at the end if I forget to say, but yes, there will be homework at the end of this session. Just a bit of fun. Doesn't matter if you don't do it. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to start off with, because it has to be said, because at the end of the day, I am a business as well, that if you are travelling this summer or anytime soon and you have little ones, I have journey play prompts. These are made by me, written, designed by me, my journey play prompts that have 100 activities in them. And I recommend these for children over the age of 2 because of the games and activity suggestions in there, just for them, things that they can spot, games that you can play as a family, or even if it's just the two of you. There's just loads of different things in here, so I recommend these for children over the age of 2. They are on my website. If you use the code PLAY, P-L-A-Y, and then the digits 1 and 0, play 10, you can have 10% off your order. So they are my journey play prompts. So fab, a handy little size. They come in the little clear box like the other ones do, so you can chuck them in your bag. So just to say that they are really handy, and I get really lovely reviews about those. So I will be sharing those soon. So they're my journey play prompts if you are travelling soon. However, these are other things that I will be popping in. These are actual things that I do pack when I'm going away with Mason. And it doesn't matter whether you're going on a plane, on a coach, on a ferry, on a bus, whatever. Just the fact that you're in a confined space with a little one and you need to keep them occupied for a couple of hours, it can be really tough. So we want to keep it as easy as possible for you. So these are just some of the things that I would put in my bag. I've got my essentials that I never ever go on a journey without, and then I've got other things, but depending on how much space you've got. So last cup of tea, and then let's get started. Okay, so first of all, so these are the essentials. I've got 1, 2, 3, 3, 4-ish. Of the essentials that I never go on a journey without. Now my first one may seem like a funny one. I would, oh, whoops, let's go start. Friday the 13th today, guys. This could go very wrong, couldn't it? I would take some sort of big pashmina, big scarf, something like that. Something that one doesn't mind if it gets creased, just an old one. I've got hundreds of these in like every little colour, and also doesn't mind if it gets screwed up because they screw up really tiny into your handbag. And the reason why I take one of these, particularly if you've got a baby or a much younger toddler, I find that these can be really helpful for loads of different things. They are great if you are trying to get your little one to sleep and need to dark, because sometimes if the lights are on the plane it can be really dark. So I used to have Mason in my arms trying to get him to sleep, and then would actually attach this to the seat in front of me. Say if I was on an aeroplane or a coach, seat in front of you, and then you've got the glaring lights and it just blocks out some of the lights. So you've got a bit of some sort of like little den. Also great if you do want to do a little bit of den building with your little one. You can do lots of threading. It doubles up as a river, or you can do loads of different things. I just find, particularly as a sleeping aid, it can be really useful. Also when you're on the beach, the kind of thing you can put on them. Also the planes get really cold, so it doubles up as like a little blanket and you can get cosy and cuddle up together if you're doing story time. I just find it really handy. I have always got one of these in my bag if I'm going travelling. So just worth, if you can pick them up, you can pick them up in Primark, if not for dirt cheap. If not, I'm sure you've got one from back in the day when we all had them in every colour. So yeah, that's my number one essential, something I always take with me. I'm sure there's something else I do with it and I can't think, but it might come back to me later. Okay, and a couple of other things that I always take are Post-its and washi tape. Oh, and a pen, of course, Post-its with a pen. Post-its and washi tape. These are really handy resources. One, because wherever you play, you're not going to leave marks. You're not going to leave marks on the tables or the windows or anything like that. But they're just so versatile. There are so many things you can do with them. I'm going to reel off a couple of things that you can do, but I'm sure once you're in the moment, once you're playing, you'll come up with loads of different things. Depends what your child is interested in. So for me, Mason is into cars and vehicles and trucks and things. So travelling is great because we're always spotting that sort of stuff. But having these with you, with a pen as well, I meant to say a pen, is that you can number the Post-its and then stick them all over. Doesn't matter where you are. If you sat in on an aeroplane, you can stick them on the seat in front of you, stick them on the window. They're not going to leave any marks. You can number them, can they collect them in the right order. You can make washi lines with them. You can draw, if you've got a little set of animals or something, you can use them to make a farm, and can they sort them into the different things. Having different colours means that they can sort different activities. You can write tickets on them. They can just do drawings on. They're just so versatile that you can make all sorts. I used to make car parks for Mason. So I always used to have a little set of cars, and then we'd stick them everywhere and he could park and drive his cars into them. They're just so handy. You can do all sorts with them. I love having Post-its just because they're so versatile. And having, say, if you go in the pound shop, you can get a big pack for £1, all different colours, and they're really handy to have. Have those in your handbag, and then yeah, you can just do all sorts with them. You can even make your own game of Snap, depending on how old your children are. If they're a little bit older, loads and loads of pictures, just all sorts. So having something like that, I would highly recommend with a pen. And then the washi tape is for similar sorts of things. If you're, particularly if you're on an aeroplane and you've got the tray that folds down in front of you, you can mark things out on there. You can mark out, you could put letters, make letters out of these. You can make numbers. If your little one's into cars, they can drive the cars around them. Again, you could tape out a car park. You could tape out a farm for the animals to be sorted and put into places. You can do all sorts of things with them. If your baby's tiny, this is what I meant to go back to. If your baby's tiny, just peeling the Post-its, sticking on the window and letting them grab them and screw them up and destroy them. It doesn't matter because you've got so many. But that's a really fun activity, just as well as if you do some strips of washi tape on the tray in front of you and just leave the ends, just leave them like flicking up a bit. Your little one can pick at it, can peel it, they can just grab it and rip it off, and they will just love it, particularly for the younger ones, that one. So they're really handy because they are so versatile, the things you can do with them. So they're my essentials, my big scarf, my Post-its and my washi tape. I always pack those, guys. Highly recommend those, with the Journey Play prompts, of course. And then something else to consider when you're travelling with a little one. It's really easy for us to fill our bag with loads of snacks, thinking that it'll keep them occupied. However, I don't know about you, but lots of the snacks, things like, I don't know, banana or crackers or anything like that, they will eat those really quick, and they'll want something else and before you know it, you haven't got anything left. I always have apples or raw carrots in my bag. Yes, they are a healthier option, but also it takes not so long these days, but when Mason was younger, it would take him forever to eat an apple. It would go on and go on and go on. And that's the best thing. If you're travelling a long way, you've got a long journey to kill, this snack is going to take up a lot more time than a banana would. We can devour a banana in seconds these days, whereas an apple will take a long time, just as a raw carrot. Maybe you could peel it and do carrot sticks or something. But just think about the snacks that you're going to take. Take something like this, where it's going to take them a long time to eat it, just because you've got a long journey to kill, guys. And there's only so much you can take with you. So that's just a little tip from me. That's what I've always done. Okay, and then moving on to a few of the other things that I might pack in my bag as well. Again, it depends if you're in the car, it depends how you're travelling and whether you want to travel light and stuff. A few of the things that I would always have with me, I would always have a pack of pens. I just take them out of the box, because the box always becomes redundant, doesn't it? A pack of chunky pens are most ideal, really. Nice pack of cheap chunky pens, go to the pound shop, get those. Go get some new ones for the sake of a pound or something, because there's nothing worse than taking a load of pens that don't work or lids missing and stuff. Just cheap pack, or crayons or pencils or something, but these are nice and bright. I would always go for pens. Having then, another thing is having a large notepad and a small notepad, and the reason for this is a Tiger one. You all know that I'm a big fan of Tiger. One, it does look like a little suitcase, it's lovely, but it's nice, big, it's got plain pages, and as you can see, we've had this one for years actually. We only go out, and can you see from there, I've drawn mountains and a road, and then Mason's put his stickers on. So it's just, again, they're really open-ended, they're really versatile, there's so many things you can do with them. What else have we done? Just loads of different pictures, you can use them for drawing, they can use them for drawing. Oh, look, there we go, another road map. This is what I spend my life drawing, is road maps. So just having a big one is really handy, but then having also a small one to hand is brilliant. I don't know about you, but when we're in restaurants and things, Mason, you don't see it as much these days, because everyone takes their orders on iPads and phones and stuff, don't you? But back in the day, when they used to take the orders on notepads, our local restaurant does, and Mason likes to copy them and do the orders, and he'll go around the table and stuff. And they're just a handy little thing to have, handy to have in your notepad, handy to have in your handbag. You can get about, I think it's like a pack of about 5 of these from the pound shop, so they'll last you for ages. And just a novelty of it being a little paper. Again, you can make tickets for your journey, you can use them for all sorts, and they can go through those. They're just some of the things I have there. I would always take some stickers with me. Stickers are like gold dust to kids. Kids are like magpies, and for some reason, there's just something about stickers. They love them, don't they? So go and get some stickers, a nice new pack that they've not done before. Can you see a theme? We have a bit of a vehicle theme in our house. Stick to something that they really love. If they love Peppa Pig, go get the dreadful Peppa Pig stickers, or just get something that they're really into, rather than trying to introduce something new, because you're on a journey, you want them to see something and go, oh, how do I play with those? And of course then you can do all sorts of different things with them. If you can, get 2 packs of the same set of stickers. Quite often you can get 2 for £1 of things, because then again you can make lots of matching games. You can stick them on the paper and they have to draw lines to match them together. So there's actually more options you can do if you manage to get 2 packs of the same, but it doesn't matter if not. So set of stickers, again, try and buy things that they've not seen. So if you are going on a journey, try and do a quick shop to Poundland or just somewhere cheap, and just get a couple of things that they've not played with before, because then you've got the novelty factor, and you've got that sort of they've got that appeal, that novelty appeal of like, oh, I want to play with that, I want to play with that. So that's just an idea. I would have a few little figures if your little one's into animals and things. Again, go get a new pack of just tiny little ones, party bag fillers, that sort of stuff, dinosaurs, people, cars. Ours are normally cars, I just grabbed these. I would take a little set of animals or something, again, for the type of play activities you're going to set up on the plane, like with the post-its and the washi tape and stuff. Then I would also have just a cheap travel sticker activity book where they can do drawing. It might just give you a break for a moment from being the entertainer, and it might just help you come up with things. And also I would include some sort of storybook as well. Again, if you can, one they've not read before or that they've not read for a long time. I'm sure you're like me and end up reading the same old stories. So give yourself a break while you're on holiday and read something different. So go and grab a new book off your shelf, either go buy a new one or go and find one that you've not read for ages and pack that, and then you've got something else to read. Okay, we're flying, we're doing well. I'm just going to have another gulp. Excuse me, everybody. I hope this is helpful. I hope this is helpful, whether people are taking notes, whatever. For tiny little ones, I would take some finger puppets because they are lovely. Again, you might have to take on that entertainer role. Take it in turns to be the entertainer, so you can tell stories, you can use them for singing, you can use them for doing all sorts of things, and it's encouraging them to have a go. Ideally, if you can get animals, I'm just going to show you this one, sorry, one moment. These ones are often seen in the pound shop, and I show these a lot because the face is so clear, particularly if you've got a really tiny baby. Get ones with a really clear face on them, because your baby from a really young age are drawn to eyes, nose and a mouth. So it's nice and clear, this one, and it's the kind of thing, it is one for the bath, but it doesn't matter. And it's the kind of thing you can double up, and you can do singing, you can do dancing, songs. Yes, they have lots of these little ones in Primark, lots of the finger ones, and these were pound shop. Nice and bright, nice and colourful. Again, maybe one that they've not seen before, and you can do singing, stories, all sorts of stuff with those, and you can have a little play. And it doubles up for when you're on holiday and in the bath. So I would encourage some puppets. Then what else have I got? Oh, I picked these up ages ago. Just looking for bits and pieces, small sets of things that you can find. These are novelty erasers. Now Mason's a little bit older, he's 3 and a bit. These all come apart and then you have to build them up again, so it's almost like little fiddly puzzles, that sort of thing is can be really helpful. Or if you've got a tiny one, you're going to need a massive stuff with 2 boys that like different things. Okay, maybe you might have to compromise and see if you can find some new stuff. But like I said, when it's new, when it's that novelty factor, you might be able to get away with it a little bit more. So you've got a 5-hour car journey coming up next month. I'm going to the pound shop and stocking up on stuff. Fantastic. So maybe keep some of this in mind of the kind of things to get. If you've got a young baby, a younger one, I would take some sort of threading activity. It's really great. Again, you could put these, I would take this in the box. I put this in a sock or in a Ziploc bag or something like this, because threading can be a really great one, good for them to concentrate, lots of physical practice, but also it's the kind of thing that they might sit and do for quite a while, so that can be quite a handy one. And whether you've got an actual set or whether you've got just some scarves, again, look, if you're taking, I just mentioned to you about taking some washi tape and a scarf, and you can get your little one to thread the washi tape onto the scarf. Threading is a really lovely one for little ones and getting their hands working and stuff. So that's a little threading activity. I'd take something like that. Then finally, last 2 things I would possibly take, depending on the size, on the space that you've got, I take a whiteboard. Whiteboards are really handy. This one, again, is just a pound shop one. Comes with a little pen. I'd maybe take backup pens because these don't always last that long. I take some sort of whiteboard, and again, it just lets you play loads of different games. You can do all sorts of stuff with it, and they love that they can rub it out. So you'll be able to use it, and then when you're on holiday and in restaurants and stuff, you'll be able to use it for that as well. Whiteboards can also be really great for reluctant writers. If you've got any of your little ones really don't like putting pen to paper, whiteboards are great because as soon as they've done it, they can rub it out. So that fear of getting it wrong actually is okay on a whiteboard, because I'd rub it out and no one will see what I've done. So if you've got anyone that's feeling less confident about doing writing, a whiteboard could be really handy. Woo, nearly done, last one. And then finally, I wouldn't take this on an aeroplane probably, I'd take this more on a long car journey. A baking tray, this is just a bog standard pound shop baking tray. And I don't know if you're aware, I've shared this before. I got these in Lidl, they're about 2 months ago now, so I don't know if they're still there, but just a set of magnetic letters, and the magnetic letters stick onto the baking tray. And again, if your child's a little bit older and they're starting to want to practice their name or want to practice words, if you've got a whiteboard pen, you can write on here and they can copy the word, they can find the different things, you can play lots of I Spy and those sorts of things. So yeah, this one I would maybe do more of a car journey one rather than taking a baking tray on a plane, but it's up to you. I'm not sure what would happen going through the security actually. If you had a big baking tray, I'm sure it'd be alright. Yeah, so having some sort of magnets on the baking tray could also be really handy. Alright, how did that sound? So I've done like a whistle stop through the kind of things that I would take with me on holiday. I get asked about it a lot. So I will be saving these videos, hopefully at the end of this. And then people are telling me that they save on Facebook forever, which is really handy to know. So anyone that's missed it, you'll be able to watch it back and see anything. So I hope that has been helpful. I'm just going to do a final plug of my Journey play prompts as well, because don't forget those. For children that are over 2, just lots and lots of games and things for when you're out and about, whether you're in a coach, car, boat, ferry, aeroplane, wherever you are with little ones. It's just lots of games ideas with limited stuff. If you haven't got anything with you, these would help you be occupied, and there's 100 activities in there, so I'm sure you can find something to keep them quiet on the journey. Oh, right, I hope that was okay, guys. I hope that was helpful, because I have had lots and lots of people ask me. It is tricky, it is tough, but best of luck. I definitely try and stick to the essentials and then get things that are in line with your child's interest, but again, it depends on the amount of space and stuff that you've got, isn't it? So we're going to finish there. Before I go, I've just got a little homework for you for the weekend. I would love you to try something new this weekend, and it's really simple. All I want you to do is grab the toys that your child normally plays with. So for me, it is Mason and a set of cars, or trucks mainly. Get his trucks and go and play somewhere different. Not in your usual space. So go somewhere in the house, somewhere in the garden, and take your toys and go play with them somewhere different. Whether it's in an empty bath, whether it's on the bottom 2 stairs of the flight of stairs. Just stick to the bottom 2 steps, because of course we're a bit nervous of playing on the stairs, but on the bottom 2 then they will be safe. Maybe you could play behind, pull the sofa out and go behind the sofa. Maybe you could take a rug outside. I don't know what the weather's meant to be like this weekend. Take a rug outside in the garden and put your books or story time on there, or your trucks on there. Just try, have a playing under the dining room table. It's the novelty, it's just something different. So if you're stuck this weekend with something to do, take your toys and go and try and have a go at playing somewhere different where they've not played before. See if you can find a part of the house where they've not played. I bet they'll enjoy it. I bet they'll really like it. And again, it's just that novelty factor, isn't it? It's something new, it just gets them excited. So it can be the same old toys, just a different place. So if you do try your homework this weekend, if you would send me a picture, that'd be great, and I can share them for fan mail. I'd be really interested to see where you guys get. I bet get your imaginations going. Challenge accepted. I like it. Where was this threading set from? I think Amazon. Tidlow. Tidlow Timeless Toys. It's a nice chunky one with it's wooden pieces and they're big and chunky. So I'm guessing Amazon. I can't remember. Sorry. Nearly everything's Amazon because it's too easy, isn't it? Yeah, so that's Tidlow. Might be able to find those ones. Alright, so challenge accepted, everybody. I'd love to see where you get up to, where you end up playing this weekend. Thank you very much for this week. Thank you for bearing with me as I'm trying to get set up on Instagram and Facebook. I'm having to teach it all myself. As you can see, it's a big learning curve. So we're getting there, aren't we? We're getting there. Hope you found that helpful. Please tag anyone that missed this that you know is going on holiday. Because, yeah, they might just find it helpful. It might just save them on a long flight or a long journey. Right, have a lovely weekend, everybody. Hope you're having a lovely day, whatever you're doing. Send your pictures, send your fan mail, and I can share them with everybody else. If you haven't already, go and join my Facebook closed group, because there's loads going on there. I am just loving seeing what everyone's getting up to. We've got nearly 1,000 members already, and people are sharing the bargains that they found, and people are asking for advice, and everyone's been really supportive of giving them some ideas and lots of activity ideas, and just seeing what other people are playing at home. So yeah, right, I'm going to end there. Thank you very much, everybody, and I will see you soon. See you on Monday, Baby Play Monday. Bye, guys.